season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mustangs will put total weather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's McGooligan. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The hand to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And just saw one there on the crossing route.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Pressure coming. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dome. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
The Mustangs have this offense rolling. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. He'll make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
And the Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming out.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quick release by the QB. Finds a crease at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, SMU! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The give to the back. Got a little space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10.
He's got 2. Set, ready.
They're going to ride this running back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
Let's go. Kill.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. On target to the left. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looking to throw on 1st down. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal guy who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The throw finds his man open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Is why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's McGoonigan. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play, didn't gain any yards, but that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got his man to the left. He's fine. Stopped and brought down at the 15.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. And now the lead bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Duke. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Mustangs. A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Under fire. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They turn to the passing game on third and short. They're working that left side. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he can go.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Noles can really attack on this second and short. The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Quarterback on the keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He did not make it a stonewall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The Mustangs will go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's McGouglighan. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. second down as we open the final stanza.
Set, ready.
Might be changing the route. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right?
The Sneak scores it.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it. Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Seminoles. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To the air on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Might as well give it to him again. ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give and tick, 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 tick. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Not a chance. Missed it. Yellow hankies flying, so let's see if the kicker's going to get another chance. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Going to the ground. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and